Hi, my name is Val. Welcome to hellokpopTV. Today's episode is all about the Kpop Masters Concert in Las Vegas. If you haven't seen my previous episode on the Kpop Masters red carpet and press conference, please click on the link in the description or click on my face. Now, like the coverage I did for Korean Music Fest, I can't exactly play you the audio of these clips because that's copyright infringement and that's bad. But I can describe how amazing these artists were. Beast kicked off the concert in grand fashion, singing their most popular songs, of course, Fiction and Breathe and Shock and Beautiful Girl. I mean, it was just undescribable, and their dancing is better than ever. And since I got to roam around the floor with my media pass, I got all angles imaginable, and they look really amazing in person, and I'm sure the girls there can attest to this as well. Second were 4 Minute, who did Hot Issue, Mirror Mirror, and I'm Me Mine, and they were good, but I felt that they were kind of phoning it in a little, like running on autopilot, especially Hyuna. She just seemed like really bored with this whole thing, as if she was totally over being in America. And I think they should have put just a little bit more effort into their performance, but that's my own personal opinion. Feel free to disagree with me. G.NA, of course the only one who actually speaks English fluently. She did Top Girl, Black and White, of course, Bananas, which was unexpected but awesome, and then she did I'll Back Off So You Can Live Better, but in English, which was very nice to hear. And special surprise guest from Beast, Junhong, I'm not sure if I said that correctly, that's how you spell it, came out and did it with her. Then came MBLAQ, and you know I love MBLAQ from my previous video, and I actually didn't know what to do with myself. They did Mona Lisa, then they did Why, they did Stay, and they did Oh Yeah, and June actually did lift up his shirt. Unfortunately, I was too busy looking at him to get video of that, but I'm sure that you can see fan cams online and you can listen to the actual music. So, you know, you didn't hear it from me, but go watch some fan cams. SISTAR really kicked it up a notch. They did So Cool, My Boy, and The Real Party, and they were amazing. Dancing their hearts out, getting the audience involved, and really you could feel that they were happy to be there, and they couldn't be more overjoyed to be in Las Vegas. Then came the Brown Eyed Girls, who are actually the first K-pop group I had ever seen ever, and they did Abracadabra, Sixth Sense, and Hot Shot. Then came my favorite band of all time. I'm sure you have seen the posters that I have up in my other videos, SHINEE. They of course did their greatest hits, which is amazing because I sang along to everything, so perhaps it is better that you're not hearing the audio on these clips. They did Lucifer, Ring Ding Dong, Hello, and Replay, and not being biased, but kind of being biased, I went around and I asked fans who they thought that the best act of the night was, and hands down the overwhelming answer was SHINEE, which is surprising, not because it's SHINEE, but because SHINEE got there and only had a few hours to rehearse before the concert. They actually flew in that morning from Japan. So doubly impressive that they were able to pull out the best performances of the evening. Just like they were the last people at the red carpet, Dongbang Shinki were also the last people performing at the concert, which was fitting because they are the gods of K-pop. They did Before You Go, Maximum, Keep Your Head Down, so from their most latest work, and then they did Rising Sun at the end, which was awkward because you could still hear the vocals of the 3 previous members of the group, but they were singing just the 2 of them. And I'm pretty sure everyone agreed that it was unnecessarily awkward to sing that song. But I think people did appreciate the little throwback moment there. My overall impression is that yes, K-pop can make it in the United States. That's certainly evident by 21 recently winning MTV Iggy's Best New Band in the World. But this event in particular could have been better organized. The tickets could have been cheaper, the media surrounding it could have promoted it more, numerous other things, like it didn't have to be in Las Vegas. It could have been in the middle of the United States where more people have access. To not have it during Thanksgiving because most people want to spend the holidays with their families. Am I right or am I right? So I think that this concert should definitely be made an annual thing. It should definitely come back next year, and hopefully more people will know about it and attend. I will certainly try to. And that's it for this episode. Look out for my next episode in which I will be covering the Bay Area K-pop contest, for which I was actually a judge.